Hello guys, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, so bear with. I have a coffee with me in my Sesame Street Cookie Monster mug. It's beautiful. And this time you may actually get to see my coffee and not just my t-shirt. Hey, there you go. You can, you can actually see the coffee now. Now if you're unaware of what I mean, hello again. If you're unaware of what I mean, in my last video, or a couple of videos before this, sorry, I'm adjusting the camera because it's playing up a bit. So yeah, if you're unaware of what I mean by the whole coffee t-shirt thing, in my last video, a couple of videos back, I thought I'd go ahead and show you that I was drinking coffee, but all you could see was my t-shirt and not the drink I was drinking, so what do you know? So, as a booktuber, I love books. That's a given. As a booktuber, I buy a lot of books. That's a given. As a poor reader, I don't read half the books I own. And I never usually create a TBR pile. And this isn't a monthly TBR. What this video is the books that I am dying to read. I know I've done these videos before, dying to read 1 and 2, but this isn't like those books. These, I have created a TBR pile out of the top 8 books I'm really interested in at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sorry, 9. I've created, actually 10, wait a moment. So yeah, I have created a TBR pile of 10 books I really want to read. And what I'm going to do is make sure I read them before I pick up more. Yeah, so I'm going to get started. Like I said, this isn't an ongoing monthly TBR. This is just a straight ongoing TBR. I will finish all these books, hopefully. Depends, actually, because there's a few that I want to pick up. But anyway, I'll show you what I mean, and bear with me. And then I have a little announcement at the end of this video, so stick with that too. Right, so the first book I really want to read, and I'm actually reading at the moment, is The Giver by Lois Lowry. I'm on page 88, chapter 9, right here, and it's really good so far. It's a very different kind of book. It's like a dystopian. People label it as a classic dystopian, and it is really good, and I am enjoying it. It just took a little while to get into the story. Oh, you can see the glare there because it is a shiny cover. This is the movie cover. I prefer this to the original cover. Yeah, so this is the one I'm reading at the moment. And then, sorry, my window's here in front of you, or behind you, I don't know how that works, and a moth literally just flew straight up to the window, like in my face, and it's freaking me out. But I had my window closed, so it's fine. If you didn't know, I'm scared of moths, spiders, flies, ants, anything creepy, crawly, or flying that are small enough to creep me out. If you see what I'm saying. Anyway, the next book is Angel Fall by Susan E.E. I think that's how you say it. It's funny because I recently watched Boys Read Books' video, his book haul called Le Book Haul, which I think is hilarious. And he was like trying to pronounce it so many different ways. He said Susan E.E., Susan E.E., Susan E. It was so funny. But anyway, yeah, this is Angel Fall by Susan E. And I tried to read this, but I was reading it in a slump. And I did get to chapter 4, so I'm actually going to take that bookmark out so I can start it again. So I have no idea what happened. I'm going to keep that, actually. It's just a card for a barber's. I'm going to keep that as a bookmark. People who mark the pages or like bend the corners really annoy me when you can use anything as a bookmark. Like, you have no excuse. That is a barber's card, and I was using that. Sorry, it really annoys me. But anyway, yes. So this is Angel Fall by Susan E. It's about angels, and there's this girl called Penryn, and these angels have taken over the world, and they come and pick her little sister up and take her away, and she'll do anything to get her sister back, so she fights for her sister. But yeah, this was originally a book that was written like on the internet, but it got so much hype, and sorry, that moth is back again, but it's on the outside of my window. It just keeps freaking me out because it keeps flying at the window. Anyway, yeah, I'll stop babbling on because this video is going to be quite long. Yeah, Angel Fall by Susan E. looks really good. I'm really excited to read it, and I really want to read. I had the sequel World After, but I think I gave it to someone because they wanted it, and I hadn't read this, so I gave them it. So I don't know. The third book comes out like the end of this year, maybe October, November time. And next, I broke my cardinal rule. I have one golden rule in relation to books and movies, and that is that unless I will never read the book, I will not see a movie before I've read the book. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that yesterday I did break my golden/cardinal rule, and I watched the movie and I haven't read the book. And I will say that the movie was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. It was fantastic. And I know that books are usually better than the movies. So if the movie is anything to go by, this book is going to be absolutely amazing. And that is Divergent by Veronica Roth. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you what this is about, so I'm not going to. It's about a girl called Triss, and she lives in the place where she lives in like a future Chicago, and this community is split into factions, and yeah, you either become part of a faction or you are divergent, which means you don't fit into a faction, and then you have to choose which one to go to. And Triss decides to join a faction called Dauntless, even though she's not Dauntless, she's divergent. She has to keep the fact that she's divergent a secret. And yeah, it's about her trying to survive in the world of Dauntless when she's actually a divergent. But yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. So annoyed with myself that I broke my cardinal rule, but I'm sorry, I did. I really, really want to get to this one, but it is quite large. Next book I have, this has been on my TBR for a while. This is Serafina by Rachel Hartman. I really want to read this. I've heard it's amazing. All I know is it's about dragons. That's really all I want to know. I like this bit on the back. It says, "Dark betrayal and a sinister plot, a kingdom at war. The brutal murder of the Prince of Gored has shattered the fragile peace between humans and dragons. Serafina, a talented musician, is drawn into the murder investigation, and soon her own life is in terrible danger as she fights to hide the secret behind her amazing gift. Can one girl unite two warring worlds?" And I've heard this is absolutely brilliant, and it's quite a chunker as well, but I'm excited to read it, and it has one of the most beautiful spines I've ever seen, and one of the most beautiful covers I've ever seen. Next book is The Universe vs. Alex Woods by Gavin Extance, and I've just heard this is absolutely brilliant. This is like one of those Matt Haig type books, which is just like probably going to make me cry. And it says, "A tale of an unlikely friendship and an improbable journey. Alex's story might just strike you as one of the funniest, most heartbreaking novels you'll read this year." I've heard it's really good, and I think it could... Pardon me, I think it contains like magical realism, and I like the fact that the chapters are headed. I like that. That's chapter 11, the apposite word. I do like that. Timequake, chapter 16. Yeah, I like headed chapters, and I like this cover and the spine, and I like the sound of the book, so I'm excited to pick this one up. And the next book on this list is Hexed by Michelle Cries. This is a shiny cover as well, so you might get some glare. And this is about a girl called Indigo, and like her nickname's Indy. And like something happens in this shop that her mum owns, an occult shop, and a really valuable Bible goes missing or something. And apparently the apparently the book that gets stolen shouldn't be stolen, and it could mean that all witches on Earth are going to die. And then this girl Indigo, or Indy, gets told that she is a witch. So if this book falls into the wrong hands, she will also die with the rest of the witches, and obviously that can't happen. And I've heard from Benjamin of Tomes that this is an amazing book and one of his favourite books of this year, and it was in one of his Ben Recommends videos. Ben Recommends Witchcraft, I think. Yeah, so I really do want to get to this because I trust Benjamin of Tomes' opinion. Next one I really want to read is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This is the UK paperback version without the illustrations, and it looks absolutely beautiful. It's about a boy. Connor has the same dream every night ever since his mother first fell ill, ever since she started the treatments that don't quite seem to be working. But tonight is different. Tonight when he wakes, there's a visitor at his window. It's ancient, elemental, a force of nature, and it wants the most dangerous thing of all from Connor. It wants the truth. So I've heard this is really good and really sad and very heartbreaking, but this cover is absolutely beautiful, and so is the back. I've just heard it's one of those books like you have to read. And it's not very long either. Oh, this has headed chapters as well. That's nice. Anyway, this is only 237 pages, and the writing is quite large. And as you can see, that chapter is called Champ. But yeah, this looks really good, and I really want to read it. The next book I really want to read is Boy Nobody by Alan Zadoff. I've had this ever since it first came out. I literally got it on the day it was published from Waterstones. It has orange pages, which I think is amazing. But all I know is this is like a young Bond / Alex Rider, and it's set in a school, and it says, "Who is Boy Nobody? The perennial new kid at school. New town, new name, new mission. The perfect assassin. Kill your target and move on. No fear, no sympathy, no remorse. But this time is different. The stakes are deadlier, the memories are surfacing, and Boy Nobody is about to find out who he really is." And I've heard it's very, 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 very good. And the sequel comes out really soon, so I really do want to read this. Yes, and the cover is absolutely stunning. If you actually have this book in person, you know what I mean. The cover is absolutely amazing. And the spine again is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, so I really do want to read this. I was going to say something else about it, but I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Yep, no, I forgot what I was going to say, but I really want to read this one. Yes. Sorry. Next book, moving on, is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I really want to read this. This is why this is on my TBR, because I really want to read it. I think the cover, first of all, is, like, stunning. Yeah, and it says, "Imagine the world at stake, an epic struggle between good and evil, the greatest quest in history, the fate of humanity resting in your hands. Are you ready?" And that's really all I know. Well, I know that it's about a boy who gets to go inside this game and play this game, and the main prize is the guy who created the game, his fortune and his wealth and his power, and he leaves these like little clues or little puzzles all around the maze, all around the game, and the main character plays the game. And I presume, I'm not sure because I haven't read it, but I presume that he wins the game. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. Yes, I really want to read this. It looks really interesting, and I can't wait to get my hands on this one. And the last book in this quite large, ongoing TBR is Robopocalypse by Daniel H. Wilson. I honestly don't know why I haven't read this yet. Daniel H. Wilson is one of my favourite authors of all time. He's a sci-fi writer, as you can tell. I love sci-fi, and this is about technology in the future, about robots and stuff, and the technology starts to fail and go wrong, and these robots that work in people's houses start to take over and destroy everything, literally everything, and it sounds absolutely amazing. There's a group of people called Arcos. No, that's the technology that fails. Okay, I'm not sure what the people are called, but there's a group of people that take on the robots and try and stop them before they destroy the world. And I know the sequel Robogenesis is out now, and it has an absolutely amazing cover as well. But yeah, I can't wait to read this, and it looks absolutely amazing. So yes, that is my crazy TBR, which I didn't expect to create, but I have created. Oh, look at that! I could do that without dropping them. That's okay. Now I have to put them down without dropping them. If you bear with me, I'll be back in a minute. Hello. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to say is I'm doing a giveaway exclusively on Instagram. It's not on YouTube, but I thought I'd make you aware of it. I'm going to show you the books I'm giving away and why, and then I will explain the rules. And yeah, you can't, just a disclaimer, you cannot enter this giveaway on YouTube. You can't. It's a Instagram only giveaway, that's the one. It's called the Eye of the Ocean giveaway, and I'm giving away 2 UK hardback copies of The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman in hardcover, obviously, and The Eye of Mines by James Dashner in hardcover. Yes. See what I did there with the titles? The Eye of the Ocean. Anyway, yeah, I'm giving these away because I already have copies. These were gifts from one of my mum's friends, but she didn't realise that I already had them. But I didn't explain that to her, so I just thought I'd do a giveaway instead. I started reading this one, not this particular one because it's brand new, but I started reading The Eye of Mines a while ago. I still have it on my shelf. It's like, I got to like chapter 6 or something. It was good, I enjoyed it. It's sci-fi, obviously, and it was interesting. And The Ocean at the End of the Lane I haven't got to yet. But yeah, I'm giving these away on Instagram. What you need to do, the rules are, this is international, it's an international giveaway. You must be 18, so that I can send things to you, and if you're under 18 you need your parents' permission to give me your address so I can send them to you. You must be subscribed to me here and on Instagram, and what you do is you go onto my posts on Instagram and find the picture, which is these books like next to each other in a frame, and it says hashtag Eye of the Ocean giveaway. And what you do is you repost that picture, tag me. No, sorry, you don't tag me in it. This is all on my Instagram. Yeah, you just use the hashtag Eye of the Ocean, and this giveaway runs from now until in 2 weeks' time, so until the 28th at 10 PM English time. It will close, and I will announce the winner the day after, on the 29th, and then I will be sending the books out to you on the Monday. Well, yeah, either on the Saturday or the Monday after the giveaway closes. So yes, if you would like to win these books, go on my Instagram. There will be a link below. And that's that. That's all I can say. So yeah, the Eye of the Ocean giveaway. Beautiful books, and you can win them if you so desire, if your heart so desires. Yeah. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, you may like. And it would be beautiful if you could subscribe, lovely people of the internet. Lovely interwebbers. Just have some more Cookie Monster coffee. It's not Cookie Monster coffee, it's normal coffee, but it's in a Cookie Monster cup, so I'm calling it Cookie Monster coffee. So there you go, yeah. Head over to my Instagram for the giveaway. Like this video, subscribe to me, and happy reading. Oh, and let me know if you've read any of the books that I showed you. And whether you recommend one more than the other, or vice versa. I don't know why I said vice versa, because that's a contradiction, but yeah, let me know if you liked one more than the other, if you think I should read one more than I should read another, if you think I should read one before I should read another. But just let me know your thoughts on the books. Okay, I'm going to go. I will see you later. Happy reading, and be good to yourselves and to each other. I think I'm going to start saying that in every single video now. Be good to yourselves and to each other. I'm trying to hold this long enough so I can get a thumbnail. I'm going to try the thumbnail thing.